So today we're going to be experimenting with mocha diffusion. So this is where you take a slip, which is an alkaline, and then you drip an acidic mixture onto it, which is made up from something like vinegar, lemon juice, nail varnish remover I've seen people use, any type of acid that you mix with a coloured stain, and then there's like a reaction when they meet, and then it makes this really cool like sunburst pattern. So I'm also going to be making my own slip today, which is not something I've done before. I found a recipe online which I'll link in the description, and I've got all my raw materials here which I put into these jars, which is very fun. So I'm going to be making a 2 kilogram batch. On the website you can put in the amount you want to make, and then it changes the like different quantities of the materials you need. I read online that you need to put in 40% of the dry weight in water, and then that's kind of like a good starting point, and then from there if it's too thick you can obviously add a bit more water. So for a 2 kilogram batch, 40% is 800 grams or 800 mils. So got 800 mils of water here. I'm gonna pour that into my bucket. This is the bucket I want my slip to live in. So we'll start by doing that. I feel like I'm on a cooking show or something. So you always want to add your dry materials into your wet materials. Water. So I've got my little recipe written down here, and I'm just gonna weigh out the dry ingredients, put them into here, and then whisk it. Obviously these dry ingredients are really bad to inhale, so you want to wear a good safety mask. Okay gang, I was silly and somehow ended up with a scales that only goes up to 150 grams, which is not good when I'm weighing out 400 grams, 500 grams, 550 grams. Yes, so I will now be doing this in 150 gram portions. So make sure you get better scales than me. Let's do that. Okay, this is what we're working with. As you can see, there's a lot of dry, but I'm hoping that's gonna get incorporated. I've still got my mask on, so that's why I sound funny, and the extractor fan's on. I think I need to add some more water. Okay, I'm switching to a paint stirrer, and I've taken my mask off now because it's all like wet, so it should be good. This is still so thick. Okay guys, we've got the slip. That took a long time. 40% is definitely not enough water if you're ever making your own slip. I ended up, this is about 90% water, or 90% of the dry weight in water, and I still think it's maybe a little too thick, but I'm gonna try it here, and then I can always add more water still. So now what I'm gonna do is make some little plates. I'm gonna do slab built plates. I'm gonna roll out some clay, cut some circles, and then just take that to the wheel, and as it's spinning, kind of use that to help lift up the walls. That way the clay is gonna be at that like kind of leather hard stage already, because it's just rolled out clay. I haven't added any or much water to it. And then I'll be able to go ahead and try the mocha diffusion straight away because I'm too excited. So I've got loads of different coloured stains, but I'm just going to start by using walnut because it's kind of the darkest and I'll be able to see it the best, is what I was thinking. But anyway, let's make the plates first, get them ready, and then we'll try the different acids. This is just like an experiment, so I don't want to make massive plates, so I'm just going to use this cutter to cut out some little plates. I'm going to set them on a little tile like this that we can then spin on the wheel. In theory I only need 3 plates because I've got 3 acids, but if the slip is too thick I'll have to make some more. Okay, so now we can take these to the wheel and neaten up the sides and give them a little lip. I'm going to take my batt rug so that the tiles can stick down to it. And then I'm just going to get this centered. Looks pretty good. Then just kind of give it a little stick down. We're not putting too much pressure on it, so it should hopefully stay still. I'm just going to smooth out the side from where I lifted it up. Get under and lift, like that to start. And then I'm going to get my sponge under. There we go. Just a very easy little plate with a lip. Okay, so I've made my little plates. Now I'm going to mix up some mocha tea. Don't know why it's called that. So I've got some little pots here. Online it says 1 heaping teaspoon for a 1/4 cup of acid, but as it's an experiment I don't really want to use that much in case it doesn't work. So I'm just gonna do, this isn't a teaspoon either, but I'm just gonna do like maybe like half one of these and just mix it until it's kind of like not thick. I don't know. Right, I'm gonna start with malt vinegar. So I see a lot of people using apple cider vinegar, but I haven't seen anyone use malt vinegar. I don't know if there's going to be a difference or if they're basically the same thing anyway, but we'll try that. So this is going to smell great. Just going to do like too much vinegar. I actually love vinegar. I have so much vinegar on my chips. Maybe I'll do the colour at the end actually. Okay, in this one is some lemon juice that I squeezed this morning. So I'll pour some of that in. Again, I haven't really seen anyone use lemon juice. The main things I've seen is the tobacco juice mixture, cider vinegar, and mouthwash, and soy sauce. They're the like, oh, and nail varnish remover. They're the main ones I've seen. These are all I had in the house, so I'm gonna try these. If they don't work, then maybe I'll go buy some nail varnish remover with acetone, I think it is. And then the last thing I've got here is apple cider vinegar. Whoops. Okay, now I'm gonna mix some of my coloured stain in. So this is the Scava lead-free glaze and body stains, and this one is in walnut. I got a little starter pack with all different shades of brown for like a really good price, like it was discounted. This vinegar is so strong. Yeah, so I might put in that much and see. That one actually has got a bit more in. So when I saw people doing it online, they had a jug of slip and they were pouring on. I don't know if my slip would pour. I think I'm going to add some more water to the slip actually before I do this. That's not moving, so if that was in a jug, that would. Oh, I might try it on just a piece of wood first. I feel like I saw somebody do that. They brushed it onto here and then dropped it on it. It still does the same effect. Obviously just won't last. And I'm just gonna brush it on here. Don't really know how thick the layer needs to be. Try that. And then let's go malt vinegar. Oh, please work. Okay, it worked, kind of. It's not as pretty as I was hoping, but it definitely, it definitely diffused. So you can see it kind of diffused out here, but it did follow the line that the slip has made, so there's quite a thick bit of slip there. And that kind of blocked it. So I'm going to try on this smoother bit here. So it's following the lines in the slip. So is that because of the brush that I used? Or is it because it's too thick and it's keeping the shape of the brush strokes? Let's try again. I'll try and get it smoother. What about thinner? Let's try a thinner layer. That's so cool. Okay, I did less there. Sorry, I will give you a better view in a second. I want it to go around, but it's following the lines again. I'm just gonna make it much thinner. It's holding its shape too much, like a meringue. Let's try it in this bit that's spilled. Oh my god, that's so cool! Wow! Oh, I really hope you could see that. I mean, you'll see it when I do it again, but oh, that is so pretty! Okay, so it's definitely because the brush is making brush strokes and like thicker peaks and troughs that the mocha tea is running along the, like in the grooves. But this was nice and smooth because I just spilled it by accident. Oh, I don't want to wipe that away. That is so pretty. Okay, malt vinegar works really well. Oh my god, I love that. Right, let me show you. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. It's beautiful. Okay, so this is what was happening when I was brushing on the slip, and you can see all that texture in the slip from the brush, and you can see where this mocha tea is kind of going along the lines that the brush have made. But then here, when I just spilled some and it was really nice and smooth, oh my gosh. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm literally so excited now. But it does mean I can't brush it on to these little plates, which is annoying, but I could get a little jug and just pour it on, and it will be a bit messy, but it'll be fine. I'm so glad it works. Okay, right, malt vinegar is first for my own records. Please and thank you. I'm just gonna... Just gonna like do this. It seems so thick. It feels not that thick in the thing, but then... Okay, I think that's a good enough coverage. I want to hold it fairly flat because I want it to be a nice round circle. I know if you hold it like this, then it's going to obviously travel down. So, I hope you can still see it. Okay, I'm getting some on my brush, making sure the stain's mixed in. And I'm just going to... I'm going to try another little one next to it. Oh my god, I love this so much. That's literally the coolest thing. Right, can't stop. I need to do another one. This is amazing. It's like magic. Right, let me give you a little review up. Okay, my favourite ones are where I just kind of drop it and then take the paintbrush away. Then you get this nice pattern like this. Whereas if you hold the paintbrush there, it's getting a bit too dark in the middle for me. I mean, I don't mind it, I do think that looks really cool, but I think my favourite is these types. So I'm just going to do one more over here. Boop. So now I wonder if I can go back in and just add a bit more. Ooh. That is literally so cool, right? Next plate. This slip method isn't my favourite, but this one is lemon juice. I'm excited to see how they will be different or the same. Giving it a good mix because it's been sitting for a little while. Okay. Oh, this is so interesting. Yeah, so it's so different. Right, it might have been because I had too much on my brush. Yeah, it's not moving as much. And it's making a big old blob in the middle. So, right, let me give you a close-up. This is lemon juice. Oops, moving around a bit. So you can see it does kind of get these little tentacle things a tiny bit, but it's mainly just a big old splotch of brown with tiny little tentacles. So lemon juice, not so much of a fan. Right, so then the last one is the cider vinegar, which I assume is going to be fairly similar to the malt vinegar. We will see. So this one is the apple cider vinegar. Mix, mix, mix. Okay. Oh, it's definitely different. Oh, that's pretty. It's like a little dandelion. I'm going to try and give you a bit more of a close-up actually this time. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, let's see. Wow. One more. That's so cool. Okay guys, so out of these 3 acids, malt vinegar, lemon juice and apple cider vinegar, the malt vinegar and the apple cider vinegar were by far the best. And so different. I kind of thought they're both vinegars, so they'll both come out like the first one did, but no. Like, this one you get more of the, I can't remember what they call them, like dendrils? I want to call them tentacles, but I think they're called dendrils. Which I think actually looks quite a lot like the effect you get when you use tobacco juice, which just sounds nasty, which is why I didn't do it and I couldn't be bothered to boil it and all sorts. But I think that's pretty close like effect. And then this one is so pretty. It's like little dandelions, and I really like how it interacts when it meets the other one. It doesn't just go into it, it like creates a bit of a border and looks lovely. Okay guys, so I feel like this was a big success and I'm very excited to use this technique on bigger pots now. Like, I'm pretty happy with these 2 results. Like, I don't know if I need to try any other acids. I was gonna get some nail varnish remover, but alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video. I probably am just gonna stand and stare at these for a while because they're so, especially that one, like that one on the table is just amazing. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it interesting. Let me know if you try mocha diffusion, and if you try any different acids and have different results. I'd love to see them. Oh, I've also heard people using fizzy drinks. So yeah, I'll link the slip recipe in the description, and make sure you use enough water because otherwise you're going to have a sore hand from trying to mix all that thick stuff. Cool, well thanks so much guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye, thank you.